It is the sun, the moon, and the rotation of the earth that create the pulse of the oceans, the tides. Twice a day, the sea levels rise and fall and leave parts of the coast dry, only leaving small ponds back on the coast. Here, the animals that do not follow the tides out can find shelter and hide, waiting for the water to return. Many of the corals on the low water are dried out. These are tough conditions for the animals and plants living on the tidal zone. When the tide withdraws, the animals must keep up to stay in the water. The animals that cannot keep up with the water must do otherwise. The big giant mussels stay close together and wait. Snails are trying to keep up following the water route, and if that's not possible, they must also stay close and wait for the water to return. As the tides retreat, the climbing fish Kirk's blenny appears. They graze on the algae growing on the rocks. Kirk's blenny are some of the few fish that can survive on land. An octopus has been caught in a small pond. There is not much water in the pond, and the sun is burning down and warming up the water. In the waterhole close by there is a small sea anemone with clownfish. Some animals have developed smart strategies and know the reefs inside out. The big old moray eel, as the locals call King George, has its very private ponds where he always stays at low tide. In another pond close to him, 4 other moray eels hide. The corals are full of cracks and holes, so the animal can swim from one pond to another. The octopus has not succeeded getting into a larger pond, and there is still a long time before the tide returns. It's exhausted and struggling for its life. But it's hopeless. The water will come too late. The crabs are already busy with the octopus, and exhausted as it is easy prey and a delicious meal for the crabs. After some hours, the water begins to return and is slowly covering the reef again. Now there is room for the animals, so they can get around the whole reef until the next low tide begins again.